Bro, who can't come back to Chicago, bro?
Chicago-based rapper King Yella has been on the news lately after reports suggested that he committed the worst kind of sin in hip-hop, snitching. Previously, he was on the news for beefing with Offset and Cardi B, which increased his clout. However, this time the allegations leveled against him may see him banned from Chicago forever. So did he really snitch? King Yella banned.
Yeah, man, King Yella banned from Chicago, though, man. We tired of the goofy games and activity that he running and playing with, man.
That was a video posted by Chicago-based rapper C Hood. According to him, King Yella's Chicago pass had to be revoked because he was constantly misrepresenting the city and trying to cause a war with LA.
We tired of this goofy ass man coming to Chicago, misrepresenting Chicago, man. What's wrong with dude, man? He trying to start a war between LA and Chicago.
So who exactly is King Yella, and why are people from his home city trying to ban him from coming back? Well, it all began in the gritty streets of Chicago, where King Yella emerged from the shadows. With his raw talent and street credibility, Yella quickly gained a small but loyal following, captivating his niche audience with his music. Yella's rise to fame was fueled by his YouTube channel, where he shared street-related videos that resonated with fans seeking an authentic voice from the hood. His unapologetic style and fearless demeanor made him a force to be reckoned with in the rap game. But it wasn't just his music that caught people's attention. Yella's association with the Gangster Disciples gang, one of Chicago's most notorious street organizations, added an extra layer of intrigue to his persona. He proudly proclaimed his affiliation, wearing the colors and throwing up the signs, solidifying his place within the gang's ranks. Yella's connection to the GD gang gave him a sense of street credibility that resonated with his fans. They admired his authenticity and respected his loyalty to the code of the streets. But little did he know that this affiliation would soon become the center of a shocking controversy. As King Yella's star continued to rise, a storm was brewing behind the scenes. In 2018, a figure known for exposing snitches, 1090 Jake, claimed to have found evidence against Yella that would send shockwaves through the hip-hop community. The evidence was damning, and it led to a chain of events that would forever change Yella's life. It all came to a head when he was arrested in Las Vegas for packing in a handicap spot. However, things went south after he was found in possession of a firearm. He was quickly arrested for carrying a firearm as a felon. The rapper's world was about to come crashing down. However, it was all his doing. He decided to voluntarily open up to the cops. During his voluntary statement to the police, Yella made a shocking revelation. He mentioned his beef with none other than Offset. This revelation sent shockwaves through the police department as they were concerned about a potential altercation between Yella and Offset, who were both in Vegas at the time. The beef between the two started after Yella claimed that he had slept with Cardi B before she met Offset. He posted a photo of them on his Instagram and captioned it, "We had your bitch first." Offset then called King Yella to check him, a move that would have ended really badly. However, Cardi leaked a phone call with Yella that proved that there had never been anything between the two.
Yo, Yella, why are you checking that I f you? Why you saying some bum shit your mouth? When did I ever f you?
Hey,
What?
Go hard. Show me one post where I was saying I'm
You jacking that I f you. You trying to make it seem like I did and I never did.
Needless to say, King Yella later apologized through Instagram saying, "I just want to say sorry, Cardi B. It's all love, I'm on some grown-ish. 2018, I was tweaking at Offset. We gotta chop it up, folks. Growth and development." However, the damage was already done. The cops were worried that something may go down if the two met, and according to Yella, that was why he was stopped by the cops. He claimed that they took him to the station to iron out the situation, which is true as his paperwork showed that the cops asked him about a possible altercation between him, Offset, and Cardi B if they were to meet. The bombshell came when the cops asked Yella whether Offset was part of any gang, and to this, the rapper revealed to the cops that he was part of the GDs. But Yella's shocking revelations didn't stop there. He provided the police with information about his gun and even implicated his girlfriend, Kayla, in the situation, leaving everyone puzzled since he was giving his statement voluntarily, meaning he didn't have to tell the cops anything. The police also brought up another rapper, 600 Breezy, who is associated with the Black Disciples. Yella confirmed Breezy's affiliation, but stated that he had no personal issues with him. Yella also revealed to the cops that 600 Breezy did indeed belong to the Black Disciples. However, tensions escalated when Breezy later threatened Yella on social media, adding fuel to the fire. Another rapper who got caught up in the crosshairs of Yella's controversial statements was none other than Lil Durk. The two had a long-standing beef, and Yella didn't hold back outed Lil Durk as a 300 gang member. Durk wasted no time calling Yella out on Instagram, exposing the lies and challenging his his credibility. Lil Durk responded on his Instagram saying that he was not a gang member and was a Muslim. The public feud between the two rappers escalated, with Yella responding with his own diss track, further intensifying the tension. Yella's involvement in the beef with Lil Durk only added to the controversy surrounding him. Fans and fellow artists began to question his motives and authenticity, wondering if he was simply using the situation to gain attention and clout. The rapper then took to his YouTube to address the damning revelations. First, he claimed that 1090 Jake had a personal vendetta against him because Yella had outed him as a rat.
1090 Jake got a vendetta against me due to the fact that I called him a rat.
He also revealed the fact that no one ever got in trouble because of what he revealed to the cops. Instead, he was the only one who went to jail and did 4 years for his gun possession charge.
I never been on no stand, got nobody freedom took from them, never got nobody in trouble. Ain't nobody go to jail but King Yella.
Yella claimed that Offset and Cardi B were the reason for his arrest, but the police were already aware of everyone's affiliations. This revelation left fans and the hip-hop community skeptical of Yella's intentions, as it seemed he was trying to shift blame onto others. Yella's statements and involvement in other rappers' business have caused a significant amount of controversy, tarnishing his reputation and potentially alienating the few fans he had. The hip-hop community expects authenticity and loyalty, and Yella's actions have raised serious doubts. The shocking accusations and controversies surrounding King Yella have left his career hanging in the balance. The consequences of his actions could potentially have a devastating impact on his future in the music industry. Yella's involvement in the beef with Lil Durk, his controversial statements, and the accusations of snitching have caused a significant amount of backlash from fans and fellow artists alike. Many have expressed their disappointment and questioned his authenticity as an artist. Yella's attempt to make peace with 600 Breezy was dismissed, further adding to the skepticism surrounding his intentions and credibility. The music industry demands authenticity and loyalty, and Yella's actions have raised serious doubts about his commitment to these values. It remains to be seen whether he can overcome the controversy and rebuild his reputation. And with news that he had been banned from Chicago, he took to his YouTube to respond.
Bro, who can't come back to Chicago, bro? You sound dumb, bro. You sound very stupid that you even on the internet playing with my name.
According to Yella, if he ever saw C Hood, it would definitely be on sight.
I will smack you.
He also added that no one could stop him from going to his hometown.
Can't nobody in Chicago tell me I can't go back to Chicago. Ain't no on my block could tell me I can't go back to my block. Like, is you crazy?
He even dismissed the idea of moving back to Chicago since his life is way better now in LA. He termed going back to the hood as regressing since he was now in a better place.
At the end of the day, I'm on the West Coast living my life, bro. I'm living my best life more than I ever did in my life. I got new kids out here. I got stuff to live for. So going back to Chicago, hanging on the block, being in the hood, that's moving backwards for me. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Although the rapper has let his feelings about the new developments known, a dark cloud still looms over his head because of talking to the cops. The controversy surrounding Yella's statements has definitely raised questions about his authenticity and credibility as an artist. The consequences of his actions could potentially have a devastating impact on his career. As the dust settles, Yella finds himself at a crossroads. Will he be able to overcome the controversy and regain the trust of his fans and the hip-hop community? Only time will tell. Other rappers who have snitched. While King Yella stares at the possibility of being blacklisted from the industry, there have been other rappers in his shoes. 6ix9ine, Lil Woody, and Gunna have all been caught up in snitching allegations.
At some point, did you decide to cooperate with the government? Yes.
When talking about cooperating with the authorities, one name always comes up: 6ix9ine. The New York rapper is famously known for snitching on his gang. Faced with 47 years in prison, the rapper decided to rat everyone out and deal with the consequences later. Although he had first pleaded not guilty, he soon changed his tune and cooperated with the authorities. It turns out he had his mind made up only a day after he was arrested.
At some point, did you decide to cooperate with the government? Yes. When did that happen?
A day after, November 19th, the day after we was taken down.
On the 18th of November 2018, 6ix9ine and 4 other associates were arrested and charged with federal RICO and firearms charges, including conspiracy to commit murder and armed robbery, and faced up to life in prison. He was part of a violent sect of the Bloods, known as the 9 Trey Gangsters, a confession he made while in court.
Were you a member of any gang?
Yes, sir.
What was the name of the gang that you were a member of?
The 9 Trey Bloods.
Audio from the rapper's court testimony also had him confessing to the various crimes that the gang had engaged in. From drugs to assaults, 6ix9ine was all too happy to let the world know what the 9 Trey Bloods had been up to in the streets.
What sorts of things did 9 Trey members do?
We participated in a lot of, violent crimes, robberies, assaults, drugs. sorts of that nature.
And then came the moment of truth, the moment that would put the rapper into the history books as the man who folded under pressure and told. The street rapper who could not keep the street code. He was asked to identify members of the 9 Trey Bloods present in the courtroom. And let's just say that there is no honor among thieves.
Mr. Hernandez, do you recognize anyone in the courtroom who was a member of 9 Trey when you were a member?
Yes.
Who do you recognize? And if you can identify that person, you identify where they're sitting in an article of clothing that that person may be wearing.
The rapper identified 2 members of his gang, Anthony Ellison and Mac.
Ellison has a gray suit on, and Nuke, Ajuman Mac, has the brown suit on.
The rapper also revealed what it took to become part of the gang. According to him, for one to be initiated into the gang, they had to put in work for the gang. This included participating in violent crime. However, 6ix9ine revealed that he was not initiated into the gang in this way. According to his testimony, he was tasked with making hits, which would bring in more money to the gang. This would allow them to buy guns and facilitate crimes. The rapper also confessed that he had tried to have a fellow rapper killed. He admitted that after beefing with Chief Keef on social media, he offered $20,000 to Kentia McKenzie, a 9 Trey gangster, to shoot his rival dead. McKenzie carried out the attack outside the W Hotel in Manhattan, although no one was injured. However, after the shooting, the fee was later reduced to $10,000 after 6ix9ine discovered that the hitman had only fired 1 shot and missed his target. His cooperation meant that he wouldn't fully be prosecuted for any of his 9 charges. Instead, the rapper was given a sentence of 2 years after his testimony. The rapper was released early due to concerns that he would be at risk in case of a COVID-19 outbreak in the prison. 6ix9ine is not the only one who has name-dropped his gang members while snitching. Rapper Lil Woody was also caught on camera doing the same to Young Thug.
So you're talking about Jeffrey?
While in an interrogation room, a visibly tense Lil Woody, whose left leg could not hold still, was visibly terrified as he snitched on the YSL boss, Jeffrey Lamar Williams, alias Young Thug. He must have known that there was no going back from what he was just about to tell the cops about Young Thug.
Young Thug is scheduled to appear in court today in Georgia on gang-related charges.
On May 9th, 2022, Young Thug and 27 others were named gang members in a grand jury indictment. The 88-page grand jury indictment alleges 182 instances of the group participating in gang activity. RICO cases are no fun, and members of Young Thug's label, YSL, showed why people fear getting caught up in them. The whole case has been plagued with snitching allegations, and a leaked 3-hour interrogation video of YSL affiliate Lil Woody further fueled the rumors that people were rating out Young Thug. In the video, Lil Woody tries to negotiate for his freedom by giving up vital information. He asks the detectives for assurances that the information he gives up will help his own legal woes. The detectives tell him they can't offer him anything, but can let the district attorney's office know that he's cooperating.
Well, how can I help myself? We can't, Woody, I can't make it any clearer.
So that's just pointless.
No, it's not pointless. Like I said, what I'm saying is I can't offer you anything. Investigator Flores can't offer you anything. We can let the district attorney's office know and down there that you were cooperating.
A convicted felon and documented gang member who served time in federal prison in 2018, YSL Woody was arrested on October 27, 2021, after being caught driving his girlfriend's car with a loaded gun inside. He assured the detectives that the information he had would help him in his current situation. He then blew the whistle on an alleged murder plot that was supposed to take place that night.
Something gonna happen today.
What's gonna happen?
Somebody's supposed to get killed tonight. This is a murder that's about to take place with some very high people, and the stuff that I know right now, you know what I mean, should be able to help me get out of my situation.
Woody was ready to give up a whole lot more to save his skin. He was going to tell the cops those who were involved and when they were going to carry out their hit.
Tell y'all this much right here. I know the people are gonna go do it. I can give it time when they gonna go do it, so y'all can catch them in the act.
Woody must have been afraid to mention Thug's name directly. However, he nodded when asked whether Thug was the one who had ordered the planned hit.
The person y'all just think that I did tell me anything, he wants him. He want him as bad.
So you're talking about Jeffrey?
Shockingly, the rapper admitted that he did not like hanging out with the YSL boss since it always led to him being in trouble.
I'm already in a bad position. This Thug and this me. Whatever he do, I'm automatically just attached to him. So I ain't like being around this. You know how many times he don't call me up, come up there?
The rapper's girlfriend, who was a police officer at the time, was later arrested herself and charged with multiple felonies for allegedly abusing her badge to protect her boyfriend. Apparently, she tried to delete Woody's Instagram page containing photos of gang activity, as well as attempting to disable his phone, which police were storing as evidence. Lil Woody's gun charge was dropped 1 month before Young Thug and other YSL members were arrested in May 2022. Months before the video was leaked, Fulton County District Attorney Fonnie Willis spoke out against witnesses witnesses being threatened. It's highly likely that prosecutors were going to use Lil Woody as a star witness who could pin several crimes on YSL. Jury selection has already lasted longer than any other trial in Georgia's history, and the trial itself could last for more than a year. And all this time, Young Thug has remained behind bars. Lil Woody isn't the only YSL member who has been caught in 4K snitching. One of Young Thug's closest friends in the industry has also been caught on video giving the authorities information. Gunna surrendered to the authorities on May 11th, and he was taken in for various crimes, with racketeering at the top of the list. The judge received bond requests from Gunna and his boss Young Thug, but denied them, citing witnesses' safety and further criminal behavior from the YSL members. The prosecution claimed that witnesses received threats from Thug and other YSL members, and that they feared for their own lives and the lives of their loved ones should they testify against them.
He's the one directing traffic. He is the one they're all afraid of. He's the one that's king slime. He's pulling the shots. He is the most dangerous of the 28, Judge.
Gunna's frustrations piled up on him as his second attempt at getting bail was denied. It was at this point that the rapper decided to do the unthinkable. Many people were surprised when Gunna was released from jail. While there was speculation that he had been released due to lack of evidence, others were sure that he had snitched. Gunna's lawyer was on hand to defend him on Twitter, saying Gunna did not snitch to get out of jail. According to the attorney, Gunna's plea deal could not be used against anyone, including Young Thug. He even appealed to the public to stop spreading lies. Gunna insisted that he had not snitched, but had in fact entered an offered plea. This means that he did not admit guilt, but instead admitted that there was enough evidence to convict him. This helped him avoid a possible heavier punishment if convicted at trial. According to the rapper, he was not going to be a state witness, nor was he planning on getting involved in the trial any further. I want to make it perfectly clear that I have not made any statements, have not been interviewed, have not cooperated, have not agreed to testify or be a witness for or against any party in the case, and have absolutely no intention of being involved in the trial process in any way. Not long after, a damning video emerged showing Gunna cooperating with the authorities.
Please state after each statement whether or not you agree or acknowledge that statements are true, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Gunna admits that YSL is not only a music label, but a gang. He further admits to witnessing some YSL members participate in criminal activity as a gang.
YSL is a music label and a gang. And you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
Gunna's plea saw him initially sentenced to 5 years with 1 year served. However, a judge commuted the 1 year sentence to time served and suspended the 4-year remaining balance subject to conditions, including 500 hours of community service. Other YSL members also followed Gunna's footsteps in cutting deals as more were being released from jail. Young Thug's attorney revealed that YSL members taking plea deals has been the single most challenging obstacle against his client's case. According to Thug's lawyer, the authorities had turned his client into an easy target.
He's like the easy target.
YSL members understood that they would get a deal and an easy way out of the case if they snitched on Young Thug. On the other hand, the lawyer revealed that the authorities were eager to cut deals with anyone who was willing to reveal any information that would incriminate Young Thug and put him behind bars.
So if somebody gets arrested and gets in trouble and they want a deal, law enforcement officers are all too eager to say, well, tell us about Mr. Williams. Is he involved in this? What do you know about him?
After the video was released, Gunna's best friend, Lil Baby, who is also close to Young Thug, unfollowed Gunna on Instagram. Lil Durk followed suit. Many people from YSL also unfollowed Gunna after the video was leaked, even Young Thug's sister. YSL having a civil war beef on Instagram. Everybody in YSL looking at Gunna like, you the reason he in there. They all unfollowed him right after even Thug's sister. Although Gunna had held back for a long time, he finally decided to unfollow Lil Baby and Lil Durk on Instagram, showing the world that he doesn't care anymore. Despite this, in his new song, Bread and Butter, the rapper suggests that he may have been tricked by his lawyers and the DA to take the deal. Never gave no statement or agreed to take no stand on him. On whatever you on, then trust me, I'ma stand on it. Lawyers and the DA did some sneaky shit. I fell for it. On my P's and Q's, because this time I'd be prepared for it. Overall, he still maintains that he did not cooperate with the cops. If you enjoyed watching this video, click on one of the boxes playing on your screen to watch more similar content.